It's been a wild and crazy ride for our Chaos during their first PSP season. Coming into the first event this year, our Chaos was widely touted and heavily favored to win events. And rightfully so, the experience and track record of the 4 best players on their team. But after winning the Challengers Division at the first event, they went on to lose every game at the Mid-Atlantic Open in the Champs Division, and they headed back down. They again won the Challengers Division in Chicago, and then at the West Coast Early 2014 saw a drastic change for one of the longest running teams in pro paintball. The Los Angeles Ironmen absorbed the best players from San Jose Royalty to bulk out their roster before the season. And though they haven't made it past the semifinals in 4 PSP events, the roster moves have started to build a very strong team. The Ironmen are one of the few teams in the league who have avoided playing in a relegation game this season. Shane Piston has done a great job guiding and molding the young talent on the squad, and they field 2 of the most dynamic veterans in the game, Marcelo Margot and Alex Goldman. Margot is ranked 2nd overall, and Goldman should be able to play aggressive in the snake on this layout now that he's back at 100% from a leg injury. Look for Alex Rodriguez to be executing run-throughs in the center. Since the younger players on the Ironmen are starting to carry their weight, the team could have a chance here at the World Cup. Jason Vitalich did very well in limited spins at the West Coast Open. Toe Camel and Daniel Barra have done well in the snake this season and could excel in this layout as well. Also, Chris Catt and Brandon Cornell have emerged as D-side killers. If they can get everyone on the same page and stop blowing solid leads in big games, the future looks very bright for the Ironmen.
So the game coming at you next, but can't wait to see this one. Arc Chaos and Los Angeles Ironmen. Both of these teams are 1-1 today. Both these teams played phenomenal in their first matchups. So, right now in this division, you got to say these are the 2 favorites from what we've seen here in competition so far. And now they have to play each other to see who's going to get that momentum to head into Saturday. And then we're going to have a short lunch break. And then we will have the afternoon bracket, Impact Damage, Vicious, 187 crew, and the new boys in the Champions Division, Baltimore Revo, will take the field. Such a great event here, 2014 PSP World Cup. Thank you guys for joining us. We really appreciate your support. Every dollar you spend with PBA goes directly to our production budget to try to bring you the best paintball coverage in the world. I'm Matty Marshall alongside Todd Martinez and Chris Lasoya, and here we go. Our Chaos and Ironmen. Our Chaos on your screen, breaking out, heavy to the snake side, and then now getting over the D side as well. So good breakout from Moscow Red Legion. Oh no, they lose. Is that Sergey?
Yeah, Sergey goes walking off early out of that Dorito side. And Alex Goldman sitting here in Snake 2, looking across the field. Cece gets into, looks like Dorito 2, but gets shot in the head, so he comes walking off. Alexander Biernikov gonna back up all the way to Snake 1, see if he can get a shot across the field. He's got Lukashuk behind him in that snake side corner. Konstantin Fedorov still in that big Dorito on the snake side. A really good opportunity right here for Alex Goldman to bump up the snake. Nobody really looking at him. If he can get a kill across the field, Brandon Cornell has been doing a good job out of that Dorito side corner, getting up the field and getting kills. Don't want to give anything up early though, but here comes Alex Goldman. He's going to turn the corner.
Yeah, Goldman looking good here in Snake 2. Farther up on this in the snake is the Ironman. There goes Mike Paxton digging out, trying to get behind Alex Goldman, who's on your screen still. So Goldman looking now down the wire. He's got 2 players in front of him on this side of the field.
Alex Goldman again trying to work that shot across the field on Dorito 1. Player tucked in really tight over there. Alexander Biernikov comes back up to Snake 2. Trying to get a look across the field. Marcelo Margot was also in that big Dorito with Paxton. He's still in there looking across the field towards the Dorito side. Alex Goldman in Snake 3 now. Getting pounded by Lukashuk. Biernikov posted up on him in Snake 2. Biernikov going to roll back to Snake 1. Lukashuk still down the wire working on Margot and Paxton.
And now Goldman makes his move to the 50-yard line. Good field position for the Ironmen here on the snake side. They have 3 bodies over here. Our Chaos has 2. A body is dropped from each team. And this is definitely the longest first point that we've seen.
I was just going to say that, Matty. I think that either team is going to feel each other out, seeing what they're going to do. They're both playing pretty good right now.
Yeah, they definitely know what each other did in their first matchup. So knowing what they're facing and knowing that they both got off to a great start here, not wanting to make any mistakes here, but Alex Goldman, the aggressor of the two teams, past the 50-yard line now. He raises his gun. You can see he has his gun up right there towards the highway. That's the inside part of the snake, waiting for somebody to launch and try to take him out. He knows he has two players right behind him. Can ask for a better.
Oh, what a shot. On the head. He comes all the way out on the wire, Matty. Right on top of the head of Alex Goldman.
Was that Burnikoff again?
Yes. No, it wasn't a Burnikoff. That was the back corner guy.
Oh, back corner.
Dude, that was a good shot.
Yeah, so that was Lukashuk getting a little crafty out there, learning from some of the big boys on our Chaos. Nice work by Lukashuk. So now the advantage on the snake side. The tables have turned. Our Chaos is now on the 50-yard line with Burnikoff, and he's going to try to look crossfield now. Comes up.
Oh, and Lukashuk gets shot down the wire. I think Marcelo might have got a shot in him as he was posted up. So now only one body over here on the snake side for Art Chaos. It's Biernikov.
And matching up Todd against Marcelo Margot, former teammates.
Look at the speed.
Wow, Konstantin Fedorov just ran all the way from the Dorito side corner to the snake side corner. And standing up is Biernikov.
Oh,
and Biernikov going to trade out with Marcelo. So now Fedorov going to come into the snake, see if he can get a shot across the field on Cornell. Mike Paxson unable to pick up Fedorov on those fills.
2-on-2 right now. Two bodies for both teams. You can see there. Bottom left-hand portion of your screen. There's Mike Paxson. And as the camera pans over, you're going to see Konstantin Fedorov there on the right-hand side in the snake, but looking cross-field, trying to get a shot on Cornell, who's in the back corner bunker on the D side. So the two stand-ups, big back bunkers, occupied by the Ironmen. But Mishka and Konstantin Fedorov looking to make moves.
Man, but Fedorov, big move across. Oh, what did you see that shot?
Brandon Cornell just made an amazing. I'm sorry, Brandon Cornell just got owned by Fedorov and made an amazing shot cross field.
And I think that was one ball. I really do.
Yeah, that was an awesome shot by Fedorov now to turn this into a 2-on-1. So Fedorov is getting looked at by Mike Paxton. Now Mike Paxton's going to have to switch his gun. We've seen Mike Paxton pull off low body situations before. He's definitely had his fair share of.
He's one of those guys you really don't want to run down on.
Yeah, he's a tenacious gunfighter, and he's real good at sensing when people. And when you're in a situation like this, oh yeah, so you get shot. But in order to, somebody has to make a mistake in order for you to pull off a 1-on-2. And you know, Mishka and Fedorov have been doing this for a long time, so no mistakes made by them. Nice work by Art Chaos here to score this first one. Very long point, longest point that we have seen today. So good work as Mishka and Fedorov left alive and spreading it around. Burnikoff had a kill. Lukashuk got one. That awesome shot that he had. And then Mishka and Fedorov gets himself two.
But man, that fill across the field, Todd, all the way from the Dorito side all the way to the snake side.
There's that Lukashuk on the replay, comes all the way out. And you see, let's see if we can see it here. And Goldman.
Just one ball.
And Goldman must have thought that he had gone back in. And then you could see there Margot goes and trades out with his former teammate Alexander Burnikoff. They spent a season together on Moscow Red Legion.
But I'm surprised Mike Paxson didn't pick that up down the wire. I mean, they were mirrored up at that point. Lukashuk coming out wide, getting a good shot at Alex Goldman.
Yeah, he must have been focused cross field. So, you know, these two teams on paper heading into this event, had to give it to Art Chaos on paper. They did win the last one, so, and they look good doing it. But both these teams looking very strong out here. And, you know, the thing with the Ironmen, such a bright future in front of them with a real solid roster that's really starting to get locked into their positions. You know, heading into this year, took them a little bit of time to figure out who's going to play where, who's going to play with each other, and kind of figuring out their, you know, their depth chart. But those issues have been solved, and Ironmen have they looked great in that first matchup. I mean, the Ironmen demolished X Factor 7-3, and even though some of those points were close, and X Factor did get penalties, which didn't help them, but the Ironmen looked real good in that game, and our Chaos looked great as they took down Heat 7-3.
So we have starting five coming back out again for Moscow, or for, I don't know why I keep calling these guys Moscow Red Legion. For Art Chaos. Looks like we got Fedorov coming out here to the Dorito again. Biernikov, Lukashuk out to the snake side. Mishka and Sergey out to the Dorito side. It looks like Biernikov going to go straight to the 50. Daniel Ibarra tries to make a big move out of the corner into the Dorito 2, and he gets chopped up. Not sure who picked him up, but that's just going to leave one body. Chris Catt over there by himself on the Dorito side, but he's going to be able to fill out to the corner. John Kolkman now going to have to look from the snake side in the big Dorito across the field to keep Mishka from coming up into that 50, who jumps into the Dorito 2. Ironmen do have bodies over here on the snake side. Marcelo Margot in the corner, but they lose Toke Hamill out of that snake insert bunker. He's going to come walking off. Just 3 bodies left alive now for the Ironmen. Still 5 strong for Art Chaos. And here comes Konstantin Fedorov standing up, gunning up down the field. John Kolkman and Marcelo Margot both getting shot, along with CC Cat. So a little bit quicker point right there.
Yeah, and Art Chaos.
Art Chaos just shot that one body off that Dorito side.
Yeah,
and really pressed the issue right away, coming down the snake with Biernikov.
Yeah, solid work by them across the board. So right now, they go up by 2 here against the LA Ironmen. Can the Ironmen get back in this matchup? 13:34 to go here. We'll be right back after this.
Welcome back, and thank you for accessing awesome paintball gear from RazaLife.com.
Yeah, you know, Raza believes in creating something for absolutely everyone. You can customize any Raza jersey or have your own custom jersey designed just for you.
Wow, Raza sure makes it easy to represent who you are and where you're from with custom jerseys, pants, and much more.
You really can get in on the action and feast on all Raza has to offer by calling right away.
So the story of the year right now is how Raza can really bring out the style your team is looking for. Thanks for checking out RazaLife.com. Come right back after watching this tournament.
So about 20 seconds to go before the start of this next point. Art Chaos keeping that big boy lineup they got with Fedorov, Biernikov, Mishka, Sergey, and Lukashuk. That's their starting line here, even though they're up 2 points. Ironman field Alex Rodriguez, Daniel Ibarra, Jason Vitalich, Brandon Cornell, and Alex Goldman. So let's see how those guys do. Maybe they can put a point on the board here for the Ironmen. Ironmen do not want to go down 3-0 against Art Chaos. Off the break, Ironmen streak out wide on the snake side, and it looks like they lose a body. So Alex Goldman, they lose 2 bodies over here. Vitalich and Goldman die on the snake side, and Alex Rodriguez is forced to come. He's on this side, only person over here now. And making quick work of getting down in that snake is Biernikov. And he gets owned though in a gunfight cross field. And so does Sergey, so it looks like Brandon Cornell and Alex Rodriguez are trying to even this one up here.
Alex Rodriguez really feeling the pressure from Lukashuk. There in that snake corner, he's the only body over here. And that's going to allow Fedorov to get in the snake, and he's going to crawl all the way down to the end. He might have the drop on Rodriguez. Rodriguez got to know he's there right now. Looks to come over the top and make a move to get Fedorov, who just gets his face peeled off by Lukashuk. So now Fedorov has control. He is able to get the last shot in on Daniel Ibarra. And Lukashuk is going to be able to get out, get that flag and run it in. So Art Chaos right now really controlling the snake side of the field.
Yeah, solid work. Art Chaos is really making it look easy here. That last point, solid job by, Biernikov got up there. And the Ironmen started fighting back. They got 2 good kills. They owned Biernikov and Sergey. Both of those guys got shot out of their bunkers. But then Fedorov was able to come all the way down and finish that point. And that's the power of this snake. When you have the ability, when no one's in that back corner bunker, you can literally get all the way down. Opens up a lot of backs cross field. So solid work by Mishka, Lukashuk, He did a good job back there helping out Fedorov.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of solid points from Lukashuk this event. Quite the contrary, you know, last event. Yeah, maybe you heard us, you know, giving him, you know, such a hassle about it. But, you know, definitely earning his keep out here, you know, these first 2 games of World Cup. So, you know, you can get out to that spot alive, control your wire.
Look at this on your screen right now. Ironman legend Billy Wing, long-time veteran from the team, won multiple championships with. I had the pleasure to play with Billy for about 6 years on the Ironman with Shane. And Billy living in Florida and coming out to help his former teammates.
Yeah, I was lucky enough to play with Billy Wing for a little bit as well, Maddie. And, you know, that dude was just so dirty, you know, with the snapshot, you know, playing those blind zones, you know, such an intelligent player, really, really fast, deceptively fast type guy.
Yes.
You know, kind of moved like Chad Bougere moves. You know, just kind of just swift, but then had that burst of speed. You know, really always ran with his head up, knew what was going on.
And it's only the bottom of his body that moved. When he ran, like nothing up top moved.
Yeah, that was
it
true.
was weird.
So, gonna look at the lineup right now for the Ironman. Chris Catt and Brandon Cornell on that D side. That's the dynamic duo for the Ironman over there. And sending 3 snake way, it looks like. So on the breakout, Art Chaos taking some big bites. Snake off the break, D1 off the break, and they lose the back player on the D side. So first strike goes to the Ironman, and here comes Brandon Cornell. Chris Catt getting shot on the D side. Brandon Cornell off to the races on the D side of the field, still alive, takes out one. Way onto Art Chaos' side of the field, shoots Fedorov. Brandon Cornell is going to town over here on the D side of the field. Brandon Cornell is still in high school. Such a breakout year for him on the Ironman, and you know, such a phenomenal talent. Really has worked hard to cultivate that talent. Worked with the more veteran guys, the older guys on the Ironman that have been in his position before. Young guy coming onto a team trying to prove himself. Come along very, very well. He's definitely a sponge. You've seen Brandon Cornell out a lot. He's a local San Diego guy.
Yeah, I actually coached him for a season. You know, he played for the local. We have through my paintball store, we sponsor a team called the Golden State Knights, which is ran by my good friends Fran and Nikki, and you know, they kind of brought him up through the ranks with their divisional team, and then you know, Brandon made the Ironman, and you know, they continue to come out here to all the events and support him. They're always on the sidelines, sideline coaching for the Ironman. But you know, I watched Brandon Cornell, you know, when he was, you know, really, really young, really small, definitely not as fast as he is now, you know, but you know, grew up, got his game, you know, was definitely always out there at the field every weekend, grinding, trying to get better, and you know, it shows. There's a reason why he's here right now.
Absolutely. So 3-1 is the score now because of Brandon Cornell's amazing move. On the D side, we're going to be right back with more of this last game here in the prelims morning competition. We'll be right back after this. Stick around.
Hey, John, come in here.
They say paintball is 90% mental. The mental aspect of our sport goes far beyond game plans and visualization. Now more than ever, Empire provides an unmatched support system for you both on and off the field. Having this level of support allows you to focus on the things that you need to go out there and get the job done. The Empire All-In Sponsorship Program. Thousands of players, hundreds of teams, one family, one support system.
We're back here, split screen, breakout, Ironman on your left, Art Chaos on your right. Art Chaos breaking again aggressively on the D side of the field all the way to D1, and then now immediately into the snake. Ironman losing Toe Camel early here as he tried to get to the snake, and then Burtnikov right to the 50-yard line.
Yeah, once you get to that 50, they're in some serious trouble. It looks like Marcelo Margot taking the walk on your screen right there, getting shot across the field. Now look for Burtnikov just to kind of go to work and get down the field a little bit. Just a beast right now in the snake. Ironman looking on their heels right now. Mike Paxton on your screen trying to hold it down. Not in the best position, especially with Burtnikov coming down the snake top. Oh, and there goes Mike Paxton. Looks like he got shot in the loader.
Biernikov right now just sitting all the way at the last knuckle of the Ironman snake. There's not a whole lot that Cece can do. Now Fedorov standing up in the A, and Lukashuk coming into the snake with him. Just going to put the pressure on the two Ironman players left on the Dorito side, and they just had nowhere to hide over there. So Art Chaos
just not letting the Ironman back in.
No, just keeping that constant gun pressure up, you know, on Art Chaos or on the Ironman at all times. Just come out, get dominance, keep dominance, let their guys make their moves, and you know, Art Chaos just get Biernikov in that snake and just go down wherever he wants, because Lukashuk just continues to maintain that corner.
Well, it's interesting that they're putting Biernikov as the one on the snake consistently. You know, they have a bunch of young guys. They got Fedorov, who another one of those guys that came up playing the one on the snake side. But they've, instead of having Biernikov be the two and Fedorov as the one, they've switched that up. So, but it's working for them, man. They look great.
They do. And look at across. I mean, across the board, all the players on Art Chaos right now: 6 kills, 3 kills, 4 kills, 3 kills, 3 kills,
Good
5
team
kills.
effort.
Yeah, it's like it's everybody's putting in their work. And on the flip side, unfortunately, Brandon Cornell has 3, Alex Goldman has 1. And going on the board. There, others have a lot of zeros. Unfortunately, that shows in the score 4-1 right now in favor of Art Chaos.
Yeah, Art Chaos is doing a little bit better at kind of every level at the game right now. Definitely better on the attack and really making a count out there. The Ironmen just kind of slow to start right now. They came in, played that really long first point, and since then just haven't really been able to get any sort of offense going on.
Yeah, not getting many kills on the break. They're still attacking down that Dorito side, but really not getting the kills right away that they were that earlier game.
Yeah, let's check out this replay here. So you're looking at Art Chaos on this break. See, they send that player to D1, their far side of your screen. Lukashuk comes out, almost catches one. Biernikov right into the snake, off the delay, right around, and immediately to the 50-yard line. And we've seen that time and time again with Biernikov. And then on the flip side, there's the Ironman breaking out towards the D side. And then as we pull back, you can see the snake side. Marcelo initially doubling up with Paxson, and then it looks like Marcelo almost caught one there.
Yeah, he got bounced in the head early and then got shot again right about here. And then he was going to take, that's when he takes the walk, unfortunately. And that opened the door for Biernikov to come down the snake even quicker and shoot across the field like you were talking about that last knuckle, Todd. And here we go in the breakout, Art Chaos, 4-1 in favor of Art Chaos over the Ironmen.
So 10 minutes to go, 3 points separate these teams. Ironman sent Goldman to the snake off the break, and Goldman had a leg injury at West Coast Open that he fought through, but now he's back at 100%. Fedorov comes off early for Art Chaos. That could open up things over here for Goldman on the snake side of the field.
And look at the far side of the field. Chris Catt going to work, Todd. Wow.
Chris Catt on the attack.
And what's looking
and
like
Art Chaos' side of the field.
Well, guys, it looks like the D side of the field for the Ironman is their strength right now. They have not been able to get the attack going on the snake side. Chris Catt still continuing to run down, assassinates the last player. I think he got shot by his own guy, and it looks like a major penalty.
That's on Alex Goldman.
Oh, that is not good news for the Ironman. So Goldman is going to come off, major penalty for him, and they're probably going to, they got to pull somebody. Look at this, Axel Godin.
I think there's a major penalty on both of them. I saw 2 flags go up.
Vidulich still alive over here on the snake side. No referees pulling him out. As
I think it was a major penalty on Alex Cece as Cece went down, because when Cece went and made that move, the referee threw the flag and then was going to go pull a guy, and then when he turned around, Alex was already running the highway and bunkered both of the guys that were in the snake. So I guess we'll have to see here.
Let the smoke clear.
Well, it looks like, at least on our stats screen, that Alex Goldman was assessed the major penalty. Hopefully we'll get that information here coming from the referee shortly as they sort things out.
And thanks to our new feature we have from the refs on the field, we'll get a good clean call knowing exactly what happened.
Yeah, so 9 minutes, 2 seconds to go. You see that there's a 2-minute major penalty up there for Alex Goldman. Oh, it looks like they might have got 2 majors.
That's what I'm thinking happened, actually.
So potentially the Ironmen, and this is it's gonna be a rough deal for them, because if they have 2 major penalties, Art Chaos already 4 points on the board. It's gonna take a real. It's gonna take, yeah. So Ironmen look like they call a timeout. That's smart, because if they have 2 majors, I still only see 1 on the board. But if the Ironmen have 2 major penalties, that's going to put them in a real bad spot. They're going to have to try to get their 3 bodies out alive, survive for 2 minutes, get their guys, maybe get a kill, but it's that's going to be really tough to do against the Art Chaos team that's playing pretty good right now.
And they're going to go right up the middle for sure. I mean, they're going to shoot 2 lanes in the break. They're going to try and get somebody outside and then get up the middle, and they're going to do them in. So.
Yeah, well, let's check out this replay. Maybe we can ascertain here on the replay exactly what went down with those penalties. So here comes Goldman streaking down, looking real fast, and almost went heads, almost crashed into Godin.
See, it looked like he got them both.
And then here
I thought this is where the penalty came. Because this is CC.
I think CC got him clean.
It looked like CC got him clean too.
But it's hard to see from up here. I mean, obviously they're on the field. They're in the thick of it. They see what's going on. So I guess we'll have to sit back until the smoke clears and figure out exactly what happened. But as of right now, it looks like the Ironmen on the scoreboard have 1 major penalty. So I guess we'll have to see. Yeah,
we'll have to see. And it was very smart for the Ironmen to call a timeout because they need to come up with some play here even if they just have 1 penalty. But it would be huge if they could, swing those guns around, try to get that kill, even the body count up. Well, it looks like we finally have update from the referees exactly what happened down the field. Let's check in.
Got a major penalty, number 34, Ironman playing on, obvious hit.
That is Chris Cat. Chris Cat must have got a hit going to the bunker, that guy. Unfortunately, I think Exo Golday might have shot him across the field.
Maybe he did. So, well, let's check in with Lauren Kelly before we get to this next point.
I am in Ironman's pit with Toke Hamill. Now, you guys are down 2 points, 4-2. You're going into this next match down a body. What is the best strategy when you're going out there with the disadvantage to make sure that they can't get that point that you so crucially need?
Right. Well, making out wide is crucial on a 4-on-5. You make it out wide, it's a little harder for them to fly down the field on you, and you can kind of slow things up. So that's our main plan, make it out wide and stay alive.
Typically, when you get out there and you are wide, what do you have to see in order to determine whether you're going to attack or try to burn out that penalty and stay in your bunker?
Well, if they all make it 5 alive, usually, you try to shoot guns more and burn out the bunkers a little bit, burn out the time. And other than that, if you get a G, you can really play aggressive.
All right, we'll see what happens going into this point. Ironman is down 1 body, and they need 2 points to tie it up. Back to you guys.
Well, at least if you're an Ironman fan, it's great to hear that there's only 1 major instead of 2 majors. So Goldman had a very clean run. That was a great move by him. So we'll see if the Ironman, just 4 bodies alive.
Even it up, though, to get 1 on the break, Maddie, over here on the Dorito side.
Yeah, so it looks like a clean break here for both these teams. And now here comes, looks like Alexander Bernikoff again, so quick on the attack here on the Snake side of the field. And then now here comes Alex Goldman, who gets torn to pieces trying to trade out with Bernikoff, who gets almost caught trying to come over the top, and then he ends up getting caught. And then now there's a minor penalty on Art Chaos on the D side of the field.
That was actually on number 90, who is actually.
But now Brandon Cornell makes his move on the D side. So what a crazy point this one's been. And it looks like Cornell is the last player left alive on the D side. And then now it looks like Daniel Ibarra was also left alive. Marcelo Margot as well. So it appears this point's going to go to the Ironmen. And we're going to have ourselves a 1-point match.
Wow.
Crazy turn of events over there.
Unbelievable.
So, well, Ironmen, down but not out, clawing their way back into this game. Winning that point with a penalty.
Well, let's check in. We did see a penalty on that D side. Referee has the information for us.
Got a minor penalty on number 88, Art Chaos, playing on unobvious hit.
Yeah, so lots of unobvious hits out there today, lots of minor penalties, which if you're a fan of any team, that's what you want to see. Those majors kind of throw a monkey wrench in the works, though we have seen some major penalties today too, as pretty much every event. So regardless, the score is 4-3. The Ironmen are 1 point away from tying this up, and still 1 minute and 7 seconds left, but that's what the Ironmen wanted to do in that point.
Yeah, they got a quick G off the break, evening it up. And then the penalty definitely helped go their way when Art Chaos got that minor penalty. So But if you do get a minor, the minor does come off if you do lose the point. Unfortunately for the Ironmen, they did have a major, so that could stick for another minute and 7 seconds.
Yeah, well, if the Ironmen do end up winning this match and coming back, that would be the turning point. They could look back and say, oh, the momentum shifted when we were able to win down a body. And that's a very crucial point. X Factor last year, they came in to this tournament with a mentality just like that. Hey, if we get penalties, let's use that as an opportunity to shift the momentum to our favor. So the Ironmen using a little bit of that mojo right there. And so they are still, though, playing with 4 for another minute and 7 seconds.
And here we go in the breakout. 4 on 5. Oh, 3 on 5. Actually, taking one on the break is number 17, Toe Camel. And also, there goes Marcelo Margot in the far side of the field. So down to 1 player, Mike Paxton.
Yeah, and our Chaos is still 5 strong, and it's just going to be Mike wearing it from Burtnikov. Fedorov going to be hanging that flag up, so beautiful point from our Chaos.
That was quick point. 2 quick G's in the break, taking Ironman down to 2 players.
Well, Sergey was able to get 2 of those guys. So Sergey Sonaiskov handling his business, putting 2 more kills on the board for him. That is going to pull our Chaos away from the Ironman now by 2 with 7 minutes and 40 seconds to go. And because that point was so quick, fortunately for the Ironman, they still have 38 seconds left on that major penalty.
Yeah, so let me look for another quick point that they're going to try and pull out for our Chaos. Update on the Dynasty CEP game. Dynasty making short work of CEP 7-2 on that Challenger Division field. It was kind of even 1-1, 2-1, and then the Dynasty just kind of took off with it after that point. But Dynasty looking pretty good on that side of the field.
Yeah,
as
so
well.
that gives Dynasty 2 wins and a huge point spread on those wins too. So Dynasty looking real strong in the Challengers division. We'll keep you updated with those scores as the day continues. And we'll be right back with this matchup between the Ironmen and our Chaos. Can the Ironmen get back in it? We'll see in just a few moments. Getting a look into the pits of the team that is winning this match right now, our Chaos. And they are going to send Fedorov, Godin, Lukashuk, Mishka, and Sergey out for this next one here.
They look so calm. Compared to the other pits, everybody's like amped and have this look at
It's that Russian, it's that stoic Russian style. It seems to always have been that way.
True story. Split screen breakout.
So looks like the Ironmen lose a body as Goldman tries to get out here, snake side. Godin goes up and gets some penetration up in the center a little bit. That's an interesting move that we have not seen yet today. And that's going to be able to shut down the snake side of the field. Looks like it is 3-on-3 right now as both Sergey and Pavel Lukashuk have both been shot out.
And as you say that, just decimated on the Dorito side of the field. 2 more people for the LA Ironmen go down, just leaving Jason Vitalik over here to fend for himself.
So the Ironman letting this one get away from him here.
Well, Chris Catt's going to come out of the box right now, see if he can make it.
He's going to come out into guns, though. Yeah, Axel Godin was in perfect position to shoot him running out to that back bunker snake side. And then Vitalik was the last player left alive in the center, number 25. And he got shot out from that D side of the field. Looks like Mishka was able to get that shot on him. So our Chaos with their 3 bodies alive. Mishka, Axel Godin, who has 3 confirmed kills. It's good to see him getting out there and getting some kills for my fantasy team.
Here we go.
Here we go. $200, baby.
Todd, I'm just saying it's a deal. It's a deal. I got a deal on Axel. It's $200. He's putting some kills on the board for me right now. I know you didn't have any faith in him.
Oh, snap.
just kidding, Axel. But yeah.
Speaking of Axel Goldie.
Yeah, so there's Axel right there. My boy getting me some kills. Hopefully you guys were able to sign up your fantasy team, winning a DM15, big prize on the line.
$200, $100 a foot. He's like 2 feet 2.
Yeah, so Axel getting some spins, getting it done. All year long we've been wanting to get him out there. The thing with our Chaos, though, they do have a lot of guys on their roster and a real solid core 4 guys that are going to get most of the spins, and rightfully so. We've seen Lukashuk play well out here today too. So they still got some more guys on the bench that we haven't seen yet out of our Chaos. Wondering if they're going to send any of those guys to get him some experience here and try to polish off the Ironman and take this victory 7-3. With 6 minutes and 17 seconds left, down by 3. It's going to be tough for the Ironmen here. They're going to need to double their score in just 6 minutes and 17 seconds. So we're going to be right back with potentially the conclusion of this match. Stick around. A frustrated Ironman squad, taking a look at them in the pits right now. And 1 point away from losing this match, but they really need to step it up here. We'll see, just seconds before the start of this next point. Looking at Art Chaos. And looks like Konstantin Fedorov staying in that blind area off the break in that back, and they're gonna double up with Axel. Axel now going to try to get out wide all the way, back bunker on the snake side, able to make it out clean. So looks like though Fedorov got shot though playing out there in that center. So that's a body early for them. Ironmen lose Chris Catt and Brandon Cornell. 2 of the guys doing the work, so that's all the guys on the D side of the field for the Ironmen. So 3 bodies left alive for them, looking at 4. And now they lose Marcelo Margot, so it's just Toe Campbell and Mike Paxton, but Lazarev and Todd, there's some of those other guys we were just talking about. So Karslev, Zakharov, and Lazarev are getting their spins out here to try to take this game here against Los Angeles Ironmen. It looks like they're going to be able to do it.
Yeah, Mike Paxton tried to make a move up the middle as he was really feeling the pinch, but you know, he left Toe Campbell over here by himself, and Toe Campbell going to get this pinch in from somebody over here on the snake side. Not going to mention his name.
That's my boy Axel Godin getting it done over there. He's grabbing the flag again, getting some reps, getting some kills.
He's like,
not getting shot off the break. That's helping me out too.
Just gonna stretch it out over here.
Just trying to, you know, just trying to make Axel look as good as possible. Nah, he's doing great, man. Good guy, young kid.
He is a good guy.
I'm happy that he got to play. He's getting to play this time. You know, I really thought that he would have helped them out last event. You know, through some of those struggles they were having, ended up winning the event, obviously. But you know, I think Axel is definitely a weapon. You know, when I heard that they picked him up at the beginning of the year, you know, I thought it was definitely a huge pickup for them. And you know, definitely now, you know, no better time to show up than World Cup.
Amen to that. So taking them down 7-3. Art Chaos going to go 2-0 on the day. In a 2 great performances against very strong teams, as our Chaos defeated Houston Heat 7-3 earlier today, and then now take down the Ironmen also 7-3. So that's some solid work from our Chaos, and the Ironmen are going to go into their evening meetings 1-1 right now. They were very successful this morning against X Factor, and we know X Factor's hungry, and X Factor is kind of getting a little crazy here. Our Chaos obviously the leaders here in the morning bracket, but Ironmen go 1-1, Heat goes 1-1, X Factor goes 1-1, so it's going to get a little crazy. Moscow Red Legion goes 0-2. So it's going to make that bracket really crazy for Saturday's competition. That's why Saturday's so fun to watch. You know, Friday, again, everyone shows up trying to figure out who's looking good, who's not. And right now, our Chaos definitely, they're the big dogs in this division. But we got a little short lunch break before we head to that. Let's check in with Lauren Kelly.
Hey guys, I'm standing here with Axel Godin. You guys just won your 2nd match of the day, winning both here on Friday. Congratulations. Now, Art Chaos and Ironmen, they're both top teams with some serious weapons on both rosters. What do you think when you have 2 powerhouse teams like that, it comes down to determine who the winner is going to be?
This field is pretty crazy because it attacks everywhere. So it was more about manage to control the situation. and yeah, it can make the game. So here I think it's just like a little bit more control from us, and I think it makes the game. That's it.
Do you think the team who gets the advantage off of the break and is the attacker is going to win that point, or can you win points on this field layout by sitting back in your bunkers and waiting for the other team to move?
If you get the G from the center, it's not really important. The team who got the G can still win the point. If you got the G from the Y guy, it's quite hard because the guy can go to the snake 1 to snake 5, or from the Dorito he can wrap around, and it makes it really difficult.
What positions are most important to guard and make sure that a player doesn't get shot off the break?
The white guys, the Dorito guy and the snake guy are so important. You want them alive, but you want them to go wide, so it's a really hard choice on the break. You just have to make it alive. Just pray and make it alive.
Well, their praying worked out. They won both of their matches today. Thank you so much. We will be going to lunch, but we'll be back very soon. Stay tuned. I am standing here with Blake Yarber from Dynasty. Now, Blake, we're missing you over here on the champion field. I know you're missing me too.
Absolutely.
Of course. But tell us what it's been like so far today playing on the challenger field. You guys won both of your matches, which is a great start.
You know, we're taking it like it's World Cup. We're serious about it. We want to get out of here, out of the challengers. I mean, so everything's straightforward. You know, we're not goofing around. We're in the meeting room. We're learning and just having fun out here. I mean, that's what it's all about.
After the struggle you guys did have at Riverside and you got bumped down, what were some things you discussed that you needed to work on? Did you need to practice more communication? What were the issues?
Yeah, A was we needed to practice more. B was we needed to just be on the same page. And we weren't there at Riverside, unfortunately.
We've seen Dynasty dominate field layouts on many occasions and just figure things out that other teams haven't. Obviously, you're not going to give me your secrets for this field layout, but break it down a little bit for me, what you guys see working and not working on this layout.
Okay, Oliver has free range to do whatever he wants, up the middle, left, right. Ryan's knee's looking good. I'm super happy about that. You know, that's a bummer losing Ryan in Riverside, but his knee's looking good. So he's coming down the Doritos with me and Tyler. So that's looking good. And you know, I feel like our snake is really dominant right now. You know, it's no surprise we're throwing 3 down the snake side, and they're just capitalizing. They're beating out the other 3 on the other side.
All right, well, thank you, Blake. They did win their first 2 matches here on Friday, so we'll see if they can keep it up tomorrow. Stay tuned. We'll have more after lunch.